What's up guys, it's Paladin Null, and welcome to my brand new series, Take It From a Casual. I've been wanting to do a review series for a while now, and this really just felt like a good enough time to do it. My friends iPro Deadman and I tried Smite back in the beta, and like many other MOBA players, weren't too impressed by it. Sure, it was okay, but there didn't seem to be much to keep us there over playing something like League of Legends or Dota. Let me be the first to tell you that we did not give Smite the chance it deserved. Smite, created by Hi-Rez Studios, is a part of the MOBA genre that is sweeping the market right now. You have League of Legends, Heroes of New Earth, Dota 2, Dawngate, hell, even Adventure Time has a MOBA right now. It's safe to say that the market is rather flooded for a genre whose supporters stick heavily to the one installment they like. And who's to blame them? With similar characters, maps, meta, and control schemes, it seems silly to play more than the one as they all offer mostly the same thing. So what makes Smite so different? Let's start with the camera view. Smite is different than any other MOBA on the market, as it takes place in more of a third-person shooter action-oriented game, unlike the standard real-time strategy perspective of a classic MOBA. Basic attacking. The third-person perspective in Smite makes every basic attack an aimed skill shot that requires more than just a button press. In order to really deal damage in Smite, you have to keep on your toes and land your hits. Character select. Due to the nature of Smite, all of the characters you have access to are gods from mythologies around the world. Many other MOBAs have champions based off of the gods. I'm looking at you, Wukong. But only one game has the Olympians duking it out with multiple avatars of Vishnu. The gods are represented as their roles would entail, and play similarly understanding roles. It makes sense that Loki would be an assassin, while Odin would fight head-on and cheer his teammates into battle. Monetization. In the frenzy of free-to-play games right now, my first question was, how much am I going to need to shell out in order to really enjoy this game? And to my delight, the answer was none. With free god rotations and even free starting gods to keep familiar with, Smite does a good job of not feeling gated. On the flip side, Smite has an option to treat the game as a full retail release and buy the game for $39.99. This purchase nabs you all of the available gods and any new gods to be released after you buy in. I think this is an amazing option for people who don't have the time to spend grinding away for favor, the game's in-game currency, much like IP in League. Game modes. This one's a bit more personal for me, but I enjoy that Smite has a more accessible set of game modes than just the standard 5v5. What do I mean by this? Well, when I first played League of Legends, it took me weeks to find out there was more than just Summoner's Rift 5v5. I was never the biggest fan of the 5v5 game mode, as I typically could not get that many friends on at once. The 3v3 map was typically okay, was typically only for extremely dedicated players who only played 3v3, and Dominion is incredibly fun, but none of my friends really liked it. Like I said, this one's a bit more personal, but I like that I don't feel pushed to play nothing but the Conquest game mode, which is Smite's 5v5 map. Control variety. The fact that this game can be played with a gamepad or an Xbox 360 controller blew my mind. I'm never going to use a gamepad to play Smite, but the fact that the developers put in the time to make sure you could play with your preferred control scheme is above and beyond the Call of Duty. Map clarity. Once again, pretty personal one, but I can't help but feel like the map is much easier to read in Smite. Camps are marked with specific emblems, champions are clearly marked when seen, ward vision is easily distinguished, and they even auto ping when they have detected an enemy god. What I don't like about Smite. What I don't like isn't the best term to use for it, but for lack of a better term, I have to say it as much. Matchmaking. While I love how simple it is to make a group and stay in that group for multiple rounds, the timers on matchmaking can make getting into a game take anywhere from 3 seconds to 2 minutes, And the fact that it has a definite time means if you only have 9 people queued up for a 5v5, that means one team will instantly have one less team member and will have to work harder in order to win. Controls. Even though I did praise the controls, they are somewhat limited on the controller, and the keyboard and mouse controls can be confusing or awkward to someone who's not used to playing MMOs. Personalization. Most of the player icons are locked behind a paywall or require favor that could be spent on champions. This is purely cosmetic, but I would like more than one icon available for free. Tutorials. Tutorials are really great for newcomers to a genre who don't quite understand how the game might be played, but they should be skippable for veterans of the genre who already know how to play. I believe Smite holds a very special place in the MOBA market. I would give Smite, in its current state, an 8 out of 10. Take it from a casual, this is a fun and easy to play game with a wonderful community. I hope this review really helped you out. I've been Paladin Null. This was Take It From a Casual, and as always, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.